Good morning and happy Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Caitlyn Lorr with a quick look at your forecast for today into tomorrow. Today we're looking at a high of 16 degrees, a little bit of light snow on the way, light breeze possible from time to time. And all in all, just mostly cloudy skies. Not a whole lot of excitement headed our way, but at least we're looking at temperatures in the double digits above zero until you look at the wind chill values that we could see throughout the day today. Moving forward with that, here's a look at those wind chill values hovering in the single digits despite our high temperature hovering in the mid-teens this afternoon. We're going to think on the positives, not just temperature-wise, but in general, and that is that these temperatures or wind chill values will be feeling above zero today. That's going to look very different come later this week, upcoming weekend. Taking a look at the future cast, we've got those clouds moving in, which is something that we've talked about since this morning. Snow moving in anytime between 3 and 5 o'clock this afternoon. Earlier hours will be for areas more west of Mankato, closer to the border of Minnesota and South Dakota. Mankato eastward could see snow anytime after 4 and 5 o'clock this afternoon. All across the area, that'll wrap up between the hours of 9 and 11 o'clock this evening, leaving us with mostly cloudy skies, a few pockets of clear skies in the mix, and bitter temperatures dropping to a low of 11 degrees by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, when you wake up, you're going to see some pockets of sunshine despite ultimately mostly cloudy skies. Light snow moving in anytime after 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Light snow will then continue until about 4 and 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. At this time, we'll see those clouds start to break apart. Not entirely, but enough to give us a few pockets of sunshine before that sun sets. Now, one thing I want to mention is that where we are still seeing cloud coverage, we still have a good amount of moisture out there, which could bring us a few flurries to the area as those pockets of cloudy bits kind of move across the area for tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. But at this point, we are just expecting some very light flurries anytime after 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. With the snow on the way, both today and tomorrow, snow totals are a big question across the area. And what are they going to be? Well, we're looking at anywhere from 1 to 3 inches across the area. Most of us are looking at topping out at around 2 inches, but the more east and southeast you head, closer to Albert Lea, Mason City, and just northeastern Iowa in general, those areas could see closer to 2 to 3 inches in total between today and tomorrow. So not a lot of accumulation headed our way, but a little bit that could lead to some slick conditions around the areas. Tomorrow will be a little bit warmer, as you can see on your extended forecast, with highs in the mid-20s. But then that Arctic air really settles into the area with a dangerously cold weekend in the works. We're talking temperatures themselves hovering below zero, wind chill values colder than 15 below zero, reaching 30 to maybe even 40 below zero. Some areas could be pushing 50 below in portions of the Midwest. What that means is that you need to be extremely careful this weekend. We're talking limiting that time outside, and yes, that goes for you that like to go ice fishing and things like that. Whether you have an ice house or not, you still need to be extremely careful and put those layers on. If you are going to be outside for any amount of time, you do need to put those layers on because in conditions like this, frostbite can start occurring in as little as 10 minutes. It is going to be dangerously cold, so much so that you need to keep your young children or family members, as well as elderly family members, friends, neighbors in mind. Check on them periodically, make sure their heat is working, and so on and so forth. Those of you with animals need to make sure that you are limiting their time outside. If you have dogs with those little booties that you can put on their paws, it'll be ideal to put them on their paws to keep their paws warm. If you have a barn with farm animals, it is best to give them extra hay and blankets to help with any draftiness, as well as make sure that they have fresh water for them to drink that is not frozen solid. Thankfully, this cold spell will not last too long, as we'll see temperatures rise back into the single digits by Sunday. From that point forward into next week, temperatures will hover from the single digits into the mid-teens. That's a look at your forecast. As always, you can get more details later tonight with meteorologist Daniel Sawicki and Chief Meteorologist Sean Cable.